we have a super fun class today. I'm very excited. I hope we get a lot of participation because it's going to be very interactive if you let it be. Because all of you, as the people joining us, get to be the models for the drawings. So we're going to start first by doing what we call gesture drawings. And gesture drawings are very quick, like 30-second drawings. There really is no detail. All you're doing is capturing a pose of a person. So if you have someone that's got their hands up in the air, all you're doing is capturing the way their hands are up, maybe the way they're looking, if they're looking up, if they're looking down. It's really fast. Once we get through that quick warm-up, then we're going to go into drawing each other. So figure drawing is really focused on observing people, and it's very good to, I mean, what am I trying to say? I don't even know. Wednesday, let's talk about Wednesday, because we talked about how observing is very important for artists. And as artists, we all observe everything around us, right? The color, the shadow, the shapes that are within the forms. And now we're going to practice observing people. So we'll draw basically only what we can see. Today, it's going to be, you're not going to be able to see a whole body of someone. So if you were going to draw me, for example, you can only see the upper half of me. So really, you're just going to be observing if I have my arms a certain way, if I'm, like I said, looking a certain direction. So you'll be able to capture different details that way. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to show you what a gesture drawing would be. You all did them with Scott on Wednesday. If you weren't here, I think everyone that's here was here on Wednesday, I'm pretty sure. We had a Scott drawing day. And that's basically what you're going to be doing, is just a quick drawing of people. Now, let's see. I am, Scott, can you show, I'm going to have you display my papers so they can see me do a gesture drawing, but I do need somebody, let's see, Soren, can you lean your head on your arm like you were just doing? You were sitting like this with your arm up, with your head up. Lift your head up a little bit. You were just resting your head in your hand. Yeah, just like that. Okay. So now on my sheet of paper, when we do a gesture drawing, if you've done gesture drawings before, awesome. If not, take a look at what I'm going to do real quick. So let's see. Where'd he go? Hold on, everybody. I'm just scrolling through the videos.
So I'm keeping it spotlighted on your page, right? And you're just
Yes.
going to put it on grid view?
Yeah. Okay. So all I'm doing, here's Soren. I'm just going to capture real quick. And I'm sorry if it's light. I'm going to try to draw. I'm used to drawing light for gesture drawings. So all I'm doing is capturing. So there's his head. His face is kind of looking that direction. He's got his hand on his face. I can't really see his arm, but then I'm going to capture his shoulder here. Oh, there's his other hand. And it's going to be really quick. So all you're doing is capturing a position. Let's see if I can do another example. Samantha, can you do me a favor? Can you hold your hands up in the air? Perfect. Okay. So there's another example. So there's Samantha drawing her head. Here's her neck, her shoulders. It kind of cuts off a little bit, and that's okay. I'm going to draw her hands up. So really, you're only going to be doing this for 30 seconds for a gesture drawing. So you're just capturing the position. It's going to be really quick, really sketchy, just like that. Okay. Thank you, Samantha. You've been a great model. Okay. So if you choose to model a position, You're going to hold that position for 30 seconds for the warm-up. I do need volunteers for the actual drawing, the figure drawing, when we get to that part of it. So if you're willing to sit for 15 minutes in one position, please raise your hand or say so in the chat, because you will be our models. Okay, so let's start with gesture drawings. I see Heather Rose's hand up. So Heather Rose, you're gonna do a quick 30-second gesture for us. Okay, so what's really easy is giving you an emotion. Someone type an emotion in the chat box real quick, or even a gesture. You can just type sad. Perfect. Okay, so using your hands and everything, Heather Rose, think of an idea for people to draw a quick gesture of you. Now everybody, you should have your paper and a pencil ready to go, and I'm going to set the timer. Heather Rose, are you ready? And start. So she's holding it for 30 seconds for us. 30 seconds. You're doing great, Heather Rose. Everyone should be drawing, capturing her.
I think a couple people just joined.
Okay, we'll have a chance to do another one. So you're doing great. You're doing great. Keep going, everybody. Really capture her hands on her face. Her elbows are on the table. She's looking straight ahead. 3, 2, 1, and done. Great job. Thank you, Heather Rose. Everyone give her a round of applause. You did great. You did so great. Okay, so for those that just joined, we are doing figure drawing today. We're just doing a quick warm-up with gesture drawing first. So we're not capturing an exact pose. We're just capturing the gesture of a pose. Oh, that's for Wednesday. So here's an example. Like this one, you only have 30 seconds and you're just capturing the way someone's holding a position. So this person's hands were up earlier. And you're just sketching until the timer runs out. So it doesn't take very long. Okay, I see. Is it Caden? Okay, awesome. So who wants to give us an action that Caden can do? Type it in the chat real quick, real quick. Ready? Ready? Ecstatic. All right.
What is ecstatic?
Ecstatic is like really excited about something. So, Caden, think of something a position you can do using your arms so we can have more to draw. That would be ideal. So using your arms to show that you're really ecstatic. You can't wait for something. All right. Is everyone ready with their paper and pencil? 3, 2, 1, go. Great job, Caden. Keep holding it until I say go, until I say when. Everyone should be sketching. He's got his hands in the air. He's got fists. His hands are closed. He's smiling. He looks so happy. He's so ecstatic. Go, 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 everybody. All right, 3, 2, 1, and done. Thank you, Caden.
Done.
Great model, great model. Okay, let's see. We have time for another one. Does anyone want to be the gesture model? I see Nissy's. Who was that, Scott?
Kat has her hand raised.
I think she wants to do it for the 15-minute gesture.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to say, because you put your hand up, so I did.
I saw Nissy.
Nissy?
Okay, so the next thing I have on here is, oh, hey, Nissy, you said mad. All right, so you're going to think of a gesture for mad, okay? Using your arms to give us something to draw, all right? Okay, is everyone ready? Pencils out there ready? 3, 2, 1, begin. Oh, this is going to be a challenging one to draw because now we got some perspective. Her finger's in the very front, so we can't even really see her full arm, right? You see her fist primarily, the tip of her finger. She's looking our direction. Her other arm is kind of behind her. Ooh. Ooh, Nissy's challenging us. You're doing great. Keep holding that position. 3, 2, 1, and done. Great job. That was good. That's a good one. All right, everyone. So what I'm going to show you real quick, when you are drawing figures. So a couple things. If you can recall from step-by-steps, we always have the vertical and horizontal lines that line up in the face. And that's going to show us, so if you were to draw an oval floor head and you have these lines, that shows you where your figure is looking. You can also utilize this as a guide for your eye placement, where you're going to put your nose and the mouth. Now, the next thing you want to do too is think about how, just like a step-by-step, you can kind of start with basic shapes when you're drawing figures. So if you were to just draw, you have this, and then the torso, you can use like circle for the shoulders. And then the torso is usually kind of like a little triangular shape. Now, if you start with those basic ideas first, then you can build upon them and start adding detail. You can start adding detail on top of the arm with the t-shirt, whatever your figure is wearing. You're going to do that right on top. That's an easiest way to start, just to capture the gesture of the pose first, and then go into the detail of drawing the face, the body, things like that. Now, like I said before, with this figure drawing project, we're not going to see a full body. We're going to pretty much see shoulders and up. So if you are going to be our 15-minute model, you're going to hold a position for 15 minutes, and everyone else is going to observe you and draw whatever position you have. So Kat volunteered to be our first model. Thank you very much, Kat. That's very helpful. And so one thing that you want to do, Kat, is think of a position where you can put your arms and your face in an interesting way for people to draw. So if you are, since we can only see the upper half, think about if you could do something with your arms, even if you have your head resting, anything like that. So we can see more than just the head and the shoulders, because the head and the shoulders, it's not super interesting. You know, we want to draw some really interesting things. Okay. Tater tot. Yes, yeah. Actually, modeling, being a figure drawing model for art classes is an actual job. And yes, and those classes are 3 hours long. So they have to hold a position sometimes for 3 hours, sometimes for 2, depending on what's going on. But yeah, it's so fun to be the artist in the class. I can't imagine being the model for the class. All right. Is everyone ready? Kat, are you ready? Okay. Let's see. So let's see. We don't have to necessarily do any motion.
I'm just trying to think of what I should do.
Yeah, and you want to find one that's a little comfortable that you can hold also. How's that?
Maybe I could do like this. Would that be good?
You can do that. Can you hold that for 15 minutes? Okay. All right. Is everyone ready? I'm going to set the timer. We'll let Kat get comfortable. Let me figure out my timer here.
Hello. There we go.
Okay. Ready? And now when you're drawing her, everybody, you can also include this object that she's using too. You don't have to focus on the background yet. Just focus on the actual person. Okay. Ready? And begin. Timer set. Kat, you're going to be a great model. Hold that position. Okay, and if anyone is willing to be another 15-minute model, will you just raise your little virtual hand for us so Scott and I know where to go next? Oh, perfect. Cool. Evie, yes, you can do a full body. Sorry, I'm looking at seeing if there were any questions. You can do a full body. So if someone's willing to be the 15-minute model, If you are able to move your camera in a way where we can see a full position, that would be awesome. If you're not comfortable with that, please, no pressure. Don't worry. Okay, and then Evie pointed out we can't really see her arm, and that's okay. So what you want to do is just really capture her face. You can, for this particular figure drawing, you're really just going to focus primarily on her face, drawing her eyes, her nose, her mouth. You can see her hands on the side of her head and her shoulder. But this will be nice. You'll focus more on the face, and faces can be very difficult, so this is really good practice. For those of you that enjoy having sketchbooks and like to draw outside of classes, drawing gestures and drawing eyes, noses, mouths, hands, those are all really great practice, and they're all very accessible because you have all of those, I think. So you can take all the time in the world to use your sketchbook to practice. The really nice thing about drawing, and I'm a firm believer in this, like if you practice, if you take time every day just to get your pencil to paper, you will get better and better. Like you will only improve. Megan, you draw a lot of famous people. That's cool. Do you find pictures that you like and then draw them? Yeah, that's awesome. I used to, at work, I would draw people. Sometimes I'd go to coffee shops and draw people sitting. It was really fun. You're doing great, Kat. Tater tot, draw furries, country humans, but I've been shifting out of my comfort zone lately. What are furries?
Are animal people eyes closed or opened?
Good. That's a great question. So, Kat, if you prefer your eyes closed, keep them closed. But if you want to keep them open, keep them open. Perfect. Okay.
Okay, eyes closed.
Isaac. It's a dangerous question. Anthropomorphic animals. I know exactly what you're talking about now. Thank you, everybody for clarifying that. You're doing great, Kat. Your challenge is just not falling asleep. You can see my cat. Oh, he's cleaning his paws.
What's your cat's name?
His name is Frankie.
Frankie. Okay.
Yep. He is, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the term. He has 6 toes on each paw on the front and 5 on each paw on the back.
Oh, polydactyl?
Thank you. I was like, what is that term? Yep. He's a big guy. He's a 15-pounder.
Wow, that is a big cat.
Yeah. He was 18 pounds before, and then we had to put him on a diet. Our vet said he was too large.
Wow.
Megan, we should get your cat to pose. If your cat can pose for 15 minutes, I would be extremely impressed. That that is one trained cat. I could probably get my dog to stay. She's pretty trained. Amelia, is your cat trained? Your cat can be a good model. Yeah, I don't think I could get my dog. I don't know if I could get her to stay for 15 minutes. But she's a pretty good listener. You could draw her right now. She won't move for 15 minutes. She's sleeping. Oh, Tater Tom, my cat plays fetch too. Scott, so does yours, right?
Yeah, one of my cats will play fetch all evening. Try to watch a TV show, and it's just constantly coming back for, with his toy.
So funny. Cat, you're doing great. Hold the position. And then I know this pose was a little bit simpler because you're just focusing on her face. So if you're finished up or you feel pretty satisfied with your drawing, go ahead and just type something in the chat so I know. If I need to cut it short, I can cut it shorter. I see a few hands up right now, so. So good. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people are done.
I don't want to pull away from the spotlight view, but can you see Samantha's thumbnail?
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That looks so awesome. Samantha, we'll spotlight that in a few minutes. 7. So we still have more people working than done at the moment. So we're gonna stay on Cat for just a few more minutes. And then if you're done drawing her pose, one thing I would start adding then is some shadow. Try to capture different things that maybe you didn't see before. Like the side of her face that's on her hands, there's a lot of shadow there that you could add. Let's see. All right, so I see more hands raised. All right, we'll go ahead and just cut it off there. Cat, you deserve a round of applause. Thank you so much for holding that position. You didn't fall asleep. So proud. Okay, let me stop my timer real quick. Okay, so let's see them. Does anyone want to show their drawings? Samantha, let's spotlight yours. Beautiful. Look at that. Very nice. Started to get some shadow on the mouth. Very nice. Beautiful. Thank you, Samantha. That looks awesome. Ooh, that's really awesome too. Those look great, ladies. Thank you for sharing those.
Thank you.
All right. Now, for those of you raising your hands, do you want to share or are you going to model? Share. Evie wants to share. Okay.
Okay, here she is.
Ooh, very nice, Evie. That looks beautiful. I see you just started getting into some details. Very nice.
Yeah, it's kind of light though.
Thanks for sharing that. Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, who else? Sorry, I'm trying to go through the chat, everybody. Amelia wants to share. Oh, beautiful. That looks awesome.
Thank you.
I think that was a
right
great.
behind is my cat.
Oh, look at that cute. Just
Cute.
sleeping. Okay, that was a good first position, actually. Nice little warm-up gesture. Thank you, Kat. Okay, got Amelia. I don't see any more shares. Okay, so the first person I saw next that was willing to be our 15-minute model was Liliana or Heather Rose. I saw your hands up for a while. Which one of you? Or both? That would be interesting too. Okay, Liliana is our model. All right, that's your position. Okay, get ready. I'm going to set the timer, everybody. And begin. So if you have a new sheet of paper, you can draw on a new sheet of paper on the back, on the same sheet of paper. That's totally fine too. If you have enough room, by all means. All right. So the cool thing about Liliana too is she's got glasses. Those are fun to draw also. And you can capture the way her hand position too. That'll be interesting to draw. All right. She has one arm up on a table. So however you want to draw that, everybody, if you want to draw some sort of foundation under her arm, the line for the table, you can do that. You can have it cut off on your sheet of paper too, if you're drawing it lower. I hope everyone noticed Scott's icon. It's one of the drawings.
That's the one that started it all.
The first Scott drawing on
From
Wednesday.
Tater Tot.
So good. So Evie wasn't here, so I'll explain because it was so funny. We were doing contour line drawings on Wednesday, and all of a sudden, what started happening were contour line drawings of Scott. The man behind the scenes. Oh my gosh.
All Tater Tot's fault. I showed some friends yesterday, and everyone absolutely loved everyone's drawings.
So good. They were so good, all of them. People got pretty detailed too.
Yeah.
And even, was it Amin that did the me?
Yes.
That was so good on his Switch.
Yeah, actually did it on his Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, so good.
I made Scott with his weapons and put weapons on him and stuff.
Battle Action Scott.
Yeah.
And just yesterday he showed us how good he is with fighting. I think he was fighting this tin can monster with like toilet paper around it.
So
He
funny.
didn't lose any health or anything. He just kept attacking.
Oh my gosh. So good. Yeah, Amin got Scott in a whole Link costume on his Switch.
Ah.
So it was Scott's face on Link's body with a sword and everything. So good.
Yeah, totally.
That was so good.
Accurate.
Little do you all know that Scott is not just a producer for Zoom. He is Link.
My full-time job is action hero.
Yep. Battling with his sword. Using the Triforce.
Faraway mystical fantasy lands. And then I come back to produce these shows. So
After his weekend of breathing in the wild. Haha, see what I did there? Oh my gosh, Tater Tot. Okay. Tater Tot, you have a homework assignment this weekend. You are going to write a theme song for Scott. You got to hear it Monday morning or afternoon, technically.
oh, look what he got himself into.
All right, Liliana, you're doing awesome. Keep holding position. You're doing great.
I'm going to just temporarily lower the hands so we can save those for the next round of shares.
Cool. Perfect. "15 minutes is longer than we think, huh?" You still good, Liliana? Hanging in there? Okay, cool. Heather Rose, you have an advantage. You can look at her in the screen or you can look at her next to you. That gives you a whole different position. Everyone's still hard at work. Yeah, Liliana, if you need to stretch out your hand for a minute. Evie, you drew her as a 3. All right. And same for Liliana, everybody. If you get to being completed with the drawing, just say so in the chat, just so I can get a good idea of where everyone's at. It looks like everyone's still drawing pretty much. Ooh, Samantha. So good. So good.
Wow, that looks great.
Megan's clapping for you, Liliana. You're doing great. I can't wait to see these. You're all doing so good. Everyone's rooting for you, Liliana. Keep going. You're almost there. You're
Only
at the home
14
stretch.
more minutes.
14 minutes. Scott's lying. Don't listen to him. It's not true. Still going. And again, if you're done with your drawing, we still have a couple minutes. So I would draw more details like shadow. She's got some shadow on her cheeks, right on her chin where her hand meets her chin. Her shoulders are pretty much all cast in shadow. So that's another detail you can add there too. There's a little tiny bit of shadow around her nose where her glasses meet her nose too. Making you smudge the lid on your paper. that is a downside of graphite. But I will say that I do like the look of the smudged graphite while you're drawing. And then the whole side of your hand is all gray. I don't know about all of you, but after all these classes, my hand is so dirty. Yeah, Megan, same. You're doing great, Liliana. Everyone's doing great drawing her too. Keep going. You got this. Evie, I'm sure you're not the only one that uses them. What, like number 2 pencils? Is that what you're talking about? All right, I see Megan's done. Amelia, I saw your hand was raised. Are you done? Is that why you put your hand up? Evie's done. Okay, cool. All right, people are raising their hands. Perfect. Thank you, everybody, for letting me know. That actually pretty much took the full 15 minutes. Let's see, I'm just going to wait a couple minutes. Oh, scoop. All right, so pretty much I'm getting a lot of dones here. So yes, big round of applause for Liliana. Woohoo! You did awesome, girl. You made it. Yes. Okay, let's see some artwork.
All right, let's jump to Amelia first.
Amelia. Oh, that looks awesome.
Oh,
Thanks.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Oh, figure drawing is so fun. Okay, who's next? Kaden.
Should I share?
Yeah, you want to share your work?
It's not that bad because I did not have time, probably.
That's okay. That's okay. If you didn't get it done in the full 15, that's totally fine. Very nice. You captured the gesture.
Yeah.
And it looks like you started to get into some more details too. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kaden.
here's Kat.
Okay, so here's mine.
Awesome. You started to add some shadow in there too.
This camera is annoying. There we go.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing, Kat.
Here's Soren.
I don't want to share, but I do want to be the model.
Okay, we'll come back to you.
Going to Isaac.
Isaac.
So I don't like how my drawing of Rhiannon went, but I did have this that I didn't finish last time.
Oh,
Going to
nice.
show.
It's another
That's-
Scott.
I'm gonna add that to the collection.
Yes.
That's so cool.
I love the detail in it too.
Here you
Very
go.
cool. Thanks for sharing, Isaac.
Sure thing.
Awesome. Here's Evie.
Evie.
So here's mine.
Oh, there's the ears.
Yep.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that.
And Samantha.
Oh my gosh. So good.
So awesome.
Very nice. Love the detail too, Samantha.
Here's Heather Rose.
Ooh, very nice, Heather Rose. Oh, and yours is backwards because you're looking at your own screen. Oh, that's cool. I like the perspective. Awesome. Thanks, Heather Rose.
And I think that was it, right?
Yeah, I think so. Is it weird seeing yourself drawn models? It's so fun. You're all doing so awesome. Okay, so let's see. Soren, I saw your hand was up for a while first. So we're going to have you as, you're going to be our last model today, actually. So I'm sorry if you wanted to model and you didn't get a chance to. Thank you for being so
Hey.
meeting. All right, he's standing up, everybody. Okay, you got to hold that for 15 minutes. All right, ready and go. This is a nice position. We get some perspective too. The cool thing is the gesture on his face too. So not only do you need to include some perspective with drawing his arm in the front and his arm in the background, you also get to
I
add.
think I'm gonna do it like this.
All right, you got to hold one position though for the full 15 minutes. You gonna hold it like that instead?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it like this.
Okay, all right. All right, you guys stop moving. You got to stay still, Soren. All right, perfect. So now we're getting his arm folded in the front, his arm folded up. His hands are in fists, everybody. Capture that. He's got a pretty serious look on his face. All right, and the nice thing about the lighting in Soren's house is you have one side of his face that's in shadow, and then even his arm is casting a little shadow on his shirt, which is a nice detail to get. All right, you're doing great, Soren. Keep holding it. Got to hold that position so everyone can capture it. All right, Soren, you're doing good. Hold that. All right. And depending on how quickly everyone draws this, we might have time to squeeze you in as a model, Kaden. You doing all right, Soren?
Yeah.
All right. You're doing great, everyone. All right, so Soren, for time's sake, I'm going to squeeze one more model in there. Thank you for being our model.
Welcome.
Round of applause for Soren. Thank you so much. All right, so I know that was a little bit shorter for everybody. So if you didn't get a chance to get too detailed, no worries. I wanted to give, I know Caden's been asking a few times to be a model, so I'm going to give you the last position. Are you ready? It's not going to be a full 15 minutes, everybody. All right, that's awesome. Okay, so this will just be, we'll just make this maybe like 5 minutes. I see some people want to share, so hold that position and everyone can start. You're doing great, Kaden. Your arm might get tired, but I have faith. All right, everybody, notice he's kind of smiling too, so you can capture that gesture on his face. His hand is open. He's saying hey, or giving you a high five. You know, it could be anything. You're doing great, Kaden. All right, you're doing good. Just a couple more minutes. Now, the neat thing, if you're observing Kaden right now, the shadows cast on him are primarily just where his smile is, his chin, a little bit where his ear is on his right. And you have a little bit of shadow on his hands too. So right under his wrist, where his thumb meets his wrist. There's a little bit of a shadow cast there. Right under his arm where his t-shirt meets his arm. Kaden, they're asking what kind of animals you like.
I like all sorts of animals like dogs, cats, bunnies, foxes.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I like kind of these sorts of animals because they're cute, cuddly, soft, and stuff.
Nice. I like foxes too, they're cute. All right, you're doing great, Kaden. Home stretch. Keep position. All right, Megan and Samantha, thanks for letting me know that you're done. Yeah, if people start finishing up, just say so in the chat. Liana for the rose.
Can you see Samantha's thumbnail?
No. Ooh. That's amazing. I love that. Kaden, Megan gave you a high five. All right, I'm getting more people that are finishing up. We got about 1 more minute on this drawing, so if you're still working, just a heads up. You're doing great, Kaden. This is it. This is it. People are clapping for you. You got this. All right. Getting to the last 30 seconds. So finish up whatever detail you're working on right now. I hope you can see the chats popping up, Kaden. All right, we're getting to 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kaden, woohoo! Good job. Yay. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so before we actually start sharing, I just want to shout out to all our models. You did awesome. You held those positions. It seems like it's an easy task, but it's not. It's a little difficult. Your arms get tired. So thank you very much. You also made our art class happen today. So I just want you all to know that. We got to draw thanks to all of you. So, okay. I see who's first here. I see Amelia's hand up.
Amelia?
Ooh, very nice. That looks so good. Very nice. Love the detail you started to add too.
Thank you.
Liliana and Heather Rose?
Okay, I'll go first.
Oh, that's so awesome. Thanks for sharing that, Liliana. Oh, very nice, Heather Rose. Thanks, ladies.
Here's Evie.
Oh, that's so awesome. Did you start to draw him as a fox?
Yeah. Or
Oh.
whatever. Ears. And then here's Soren.
Oh, very nice.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing, Evie.
Going to Tater Tot.
Cool.
I'm just gonna show the one I'm most proud of.
Yeah.
Oh, I got that.
That's so awesome.
Thank you.
Here's Samantha.
Oh, very nice. I love them all together.
Wow.
So cool. Awesome job, Samantha. All right. Did anyone else want to share? Was that it? Let's see. Awesome. Well, you all did amazing today. That's our figure drawing class. I hope we ended your week on a great note. You got to draw everybody in the class. That was so fun. Seriously, thank you so much for being our models. If you were our models, if you didn't get to be, but you wanted to be, still thank you for offering. Appreciate you all. Tater Tot's gonna write Scott's theme song. Oh my gosh, our surprise. Scott, are you ready? You have to highlight your video.
All right. So let me just beam out for my surprise.
Oh, these are so good. These are so good. Just wait, everyone. Oh, yeah. There's the me. Oh my gosh. These are so good. I think that was my favorite.
I love all of those. There's me as Bugs Bunny.
Oh my
There's me with the
gosh.
Scott flag.
Oh, yeah. The Scott flag. Oh, Claire.
And there's the one that started it all from Tater Tot.
Oh, so good. Seriously, you all have made my whole week this week. So thank you. All right, everyone. Have a great weekend. Do something exciting. The new classes will be posted up on Sunday for next week. So stay tuned for those. Again, have a good weekend. I'll see you all later. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good day.
You
Good
too.
day. Good evening.